No, Paul! I want that spotlight higher up on Apollo. That's right. So he just catches Apollo holding out the Y fronts. Oh, that's lovely. Ooh, I say, Madam's doing all right.
Now, Mortimer, don't worry. I'm going to get it all fixed up today. You know you can rely on me. I always keep my side of the bargain.
I know you will, you scrumptious little thing, you.
Morning, Mrs. Bolt.
Morning, Iris.
No, I want that Greek god holding the swimming trunks. That's right, Paul.
Good afternoon. Can I help you?
I just wanted to look round.
Oh, help yourself.
Can I look out here?
Well, of course, miss. What sort of things are you especially interested in?
This sort of thing.
Oh. Yes, that's very nice, isn't it? You've got a good eye, huh? Only just got that one in.
Very pretty.
Yes. Oh. Well, those are pub tables. They've got marble tops, iron legs, very good for roof gardens and patios. The legs could do with a lick of paint, of course, but if they stand, I can let you have one of those for 20 quid.
How much is this figure? Oh, there's a label. Couldn't afford £15.
Oh, well, I couldn't let that go under £12.50.
£12.50? No, it's still beyond me.
Oh. Oh, look around then.
Would you take a cheque for £12.50?
Have you got a banker's card?
I'm a student. They don't give them to students.
Oh, well, you've got proof of identity.
I got a provisional driving
well,
licence.
that'll do. Make it out for a tenner.
£10?
Yeah, well, you've got a nice face.
Really? I mean, that's a big drop and you've only just got it in.
No, I've had it there 6 months. I only paid 8 for it. 10 will do nicely. Trade's very bad these days. If you could make it out for cash, and I can cash it down my boozer, you see. 'Cause the bank's taking all my money lately to clear my overdraft. Well, I can't have everything, can they?
Thank you very much.
Well, you have got a nice face. I'm not chatting you up, you know. I'm old enough to be your father.
You are my father. I've got such terrible handwriting, but my name's printed underneath.
Rowena Cartwright.
That's me.
Hmm?
My mother took in lodgers in 1955 in Hastings.
Connie Cartwright.
Oh, yes. Well, that's my mother.
Oh. You can't be. I never... Well, yes, I did, but I never had a daughter. I mean, I never knew. Nobody told me. I only stayed there a couple of months. And who said... I mean, who told you? My daughter? Listen, you can't just walk in here, you know, and say... You know, I'd have known if I'd had a daughter. But I never knew. But who told you? Who's... Proof. I'll just sit down. You are my daughter. I am your father. I say, I'm very sorry. It was 20 years ago.
Yes, I'm 19.
Rowena Cartwright. Rowena.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, it took me ages to find you. 2 whole days. Mind you, I didn't know you existed till 6 months ago. Mum always used to tell me that my father was one of her passing lodgers. She always used to say she wasn't sure who exactly was my father. You see, Mum is a very friendly and warm person. But when I was 18, she said I should know that my father was a man called Roland Moody. Well, I told her I'd rather like to meet my father. She didn't mind, not now I'm 19. She said she thought you were in London. I had to come up this week for my interview at the university, and I thought it might be nice to say hello.
Hello.
Do you know there are 11 R. Moodys in the London phone book?
Oh, I'm very sorry.
Oh, well, I went and saw 4 of them yesterday. One was a dentist, another was a solicitor. There's an R. Moody who's a vet in
You mean
Hornsey.
yesterday you called on 4 R. Moody's?
Oh, yes, I didn't phone beforehand because that wouldn't have been any good.
Sorry.
Well, I had this whole photo, you see, and I had to see them personally before I knew who was the right man.
You mean yesterday you suddenly walked into the office as a full man called R. Moody and said, I'm your daughter?
Sort of. They all got very nervous.
Yes, I'm sure.
But when I saw I didn't look anything like the photograph, I said I was obviously mistaken. They were all very nice to me then. They all gave me a cup of coffee and wished me luck.
I can imagine that.
But this is definitely you, isn't it? You haven't changed a bit.
Oh, yeah, of course I had a bit more and a bit less. But, look,
Rowena.
Rowena, would you go in my office and open the wall cupboard on the right and bring me out that bottle of brandy?
Of course.
How about you?
No.
Well, it's not every day you have a grown-up daughter. Rowena Cartwright. I say.
You and Mum went to see a film the night before you left for the army.
I caught a bus to Aldershot.
Your national service. The film was called Rowena.
Yes. Yes, I see, yeah. It's about King Arthur, something, see, was it on that cinema on the corner, you know, wall was round the back, the Tivoli?
The Odeon.
Yeah, the Odeon.
Mum's never
yes,
forgotten.
I see.
You sent Mum a card 6 months later from Germany.
Yes, I was Lance Corporal Moody by then.
She never heard from you again.
No.
Oh, but she understood. In fact, she didn't really want you to keep in touch.
No?
Oh, no, you were young. Your life was just beginning. Mum was 33, divorced. You were only a boy.
Yes, I was a virgin, actually, if that's the right word.
Were you really? Isn't that sweet?
I was 22. I was a very late developer. How is your mother?
Oh, just the same. Well, I don't know if you think she's just the same. She's 54 now.
54. I'll just have another drink. God, I feel old.
Oh, you're in better nick than she is.
Hmm?
Oh, mind you, she's years older than you, but she's still got that lovely outgoing quality.
Oh.
Did you have that when you knew her, sort of reaching out?
Yeah.
Oh, you're always the loveliest lodger to Mum.
I was?
Oh, yes, she's often mentioned you. Roland has been a household name for years, long before she said you're my father.
Oh?
She told me on my birthday.
Oh. That's an unusual present.
Yes, you don't often get a father for your birthday, do you?
Yeah. No. Well, how long are you going to be in London?
Oh, well, I go back tomorrow.
Oh.
I've got my interview today with the university, then I'm going to spend the night with a friend of Mum's at Willesden.
Would you like to have lunch with me tomorrow?
I was hoping you were going to ask me.
I could tell you all about your father.
Yes. I don't know him very well, would I? We've only just been introduced.
Excuse me, we've got that Chesterfield to collect, Governor.
1 o'clock here, then.
Fantastic.
No, come on. Mind the plate.
I'll collect my statue tomorrow, then.
Right.
Been chatting you up, has he, darling? He's the regular fella.
Sid, allow me to introduce you. This is Rowena, my daughter.
Pull the other one.
Sid, this is my daughter. Hey? This is Sid. He's a colleague of mine.
Hello, Sid.
Morning, Miss...
Cartwright. 1 o'clock here.
I'm sorry, Roly. I had no idea you had a daughter.
I didn't either.
No?
She just came to look me up.
No.
So, where are you going with that?
I just sold it to Percy. He wants it for window dressing.
I just sold it to my daughter.
You sold it to
Yeah,
your
I
daughter?
didn't know she was my daughter then. Oh, no, of course I'm not selling it to her. I'm giving it to her. I don't know where I am, do I? I didn't know I was father 10 minutes ago. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. My whole life has just changed. It's all different now. I'm a father, Sid. I'm her dad. I'm a father, Sid. I'm a father.
This calls for a drink.
I'm a father. I'm the father of a bonny, bouncing 19-year-old daughter.
Congratulations.
I don't want to come home and face this upset. And what's all this out here? Oh, Roland, this is too bad. Oh, no. Roland, I asked you to take this chicken out the moment you came in. We can't cook it while it's still frozen. Oh, look, the giblets are as hard as rocks.
Daphne, all this is quite unimportant. Now, listen,
Unimportant.
here,
Roland, I have been closeted with the head of my department all afternoon. I'm totally brain drained. My feet are killing me and I've got a headache.
Something marvellous happened to me today.
To you, everything is marvellous because you never care about anything.
Yeah, well, I won't tell you then.
I've never seen the place in such a mess. People like me carry the people like you, Roland. We're the carriers of this world. You can fool your life. You can fool your life away with triviality.
Just shut your mouth.
You're such a gentleman.
What a silly woman you are. No, really, Daphne, what a very silly person you are. I mean, you're so limited in your outlook. Just because you've had a bad day, because you feel a bit off.
You've no
because
feeling
you
for
feel a bit
anyone else
bad-tempered. You've got to make everybody else feel bad-tempered, too. Well, you're not going to, not today. Because something marvellous happened to me today. A beautiful young woman walked into my shop today.
Oh, there we go again. I'm so sick of the endless parade of women that move through this flat. Your Irises and your Monicas. There's no end to them. And there's nothing to choose between them. They're all bosom and no brain. I've been morning at breakfast, I'm faced with a new one. Using me talcum powder, dipping into me vanishing cream. And as for that Monica, I was forever clearing up after her. I mean, what do you take me for, Roland? A skivvy?
And this lovely young girl who came into my shop looking so nice and fresh and full of sunlight, twinkling laughter. This girl is my daughter.
What?
Yeah, couldn't believe it myself at first. It's a fact. Her mother was my landlady in Hastings, 1955. Look, there's a photograph of me and her mother 20 years ago. I went away to Germany just after that. I never knew anything about it till 4 o'clock this afternoon when Rowena walked into my shop and said I was her father.
Oh, Rolly. Oh, I say. Oh. Oh, I'm very...
Oh.
Who does she take after?
She got Connie's eyes.
Connie?
That's Connie. And her daughter's called Rowena. Our daughter, that is.
Rowena. Now, fancy keeping a thing like this to yourself. Why didn't you tell me?
It's rather marvellous, isn't it?
What have you done with Rowena? I mean, I hope you're not letting her run around London on her own.
It's the loveliest thing that's happened to me for years.
Is she a nice girl? Well, she must be if she's your daughter.
Yeah.
Are you going to bring her home?
Oh, she wants to come. I haven't asked her yet. She's staying the night with friends in London. She's going to have lunch with me tomorrow. That's why I thought I'd do up this sofa. You see, she's not very tall. She'd fit quite nicely to that sofa. Would you mind if she did spend the odd night with us just now and then?
Oh, Rolly, how could you possibly think I'd object? Oh,
It'll give me the greatest of pleasure to welcome her here. Now, you get on with the sofa, and I'll fix us something to eat in the kitchen. Oh, just fancy having a daughter about the place. Did you hear that, Jarvis? Roland's got a daughter. Isn't that lovely?
No, it is rather marvellous, isn't it? You see, I never thought I could, but I can, and I've got this lovely young daughter to prove it. She is lovely, you know.
Oh, sure.
No, even though I say it, I shouldn't. She really is extremely beautiful. My daughter. Late doing my national service, you see. Should have gone in the army when I was 18, but I got deferment because I was apprenticed to my uncle in the joinery trade. Well, I've still got a year of that to do, and suddenly he went bust. He had to do a quick scarper to Canada, so now I've got nowhere to live. I went along to the town hall, said, right, I'm ready to go in the army now, but they said, I've got to wait 6 weeks. So I got these digs, you see. This woman ran it. I fancied her the first day she showed me the room. It's the older woman bit, I suppose, because... well, up to then, I'd never, ever, you see.
You hadn't?
Yeah, well, I'd had a few slap and tickles in the brick air raid shelters, but not the real McCoy. Connie, her name was. She was all on her own, and she used to make the most marvellous soup. She never charged me for my laundry. She had 3 other lodgers, all men. She charged them, but not me. Anyway, one night, she knocked on my door and said, would I like to read some magazines? But I was in bed. She used to polish under the rugs, you see. Anyway, she came in with a magazine. She was wearing this pink dressing gown. I'll never forget that. She put the magazines down on the bed. She turned to go. She slipped on the rug, you see, and fell right on top of me. Well, I didn't move. She didn't move. She just lay there with her face a few inches from mine, but a bit to one side. See what I mean?
Yes, yes, I can see it. Go on, go on.
Well, both of us were too frightened to move, perhaps, or both of us waiting for the other one to make the first move. But no one did. I just lay there under the bed covers, and she lay on top. And suddenly,
yes,
the light went out. Still didn't do anything. Just lay there in the dark. Till finally I said, have you got a shilling? A shilling for the light, do you see?
And did you have a shilling?
I never found out. But somehow. And then I just fell asleep, and in the morning when I woke up, it was bright sunlight. And a week later, I went off to Aldershot and became Private Moody.
Oh, Roland, how romantic. Oh, you do surprise me.
Yeah. Well, it was the first time, you see. It was very strange. I remember thinking, so this is why empires have fallen. I went off to Germany. I often thought about Connie. I sent her a couple of cards, but she never wrote back. So it just faded. Well, I see now why. I mean, she didn't want me as a husband. She can't have thought much of me, can she, Connie? I mean, otherwise, she'd have told Rowena about me before. No, that's why she never tried to find me. Because she didn't rate me too highly.
I'm sure that wasn't so, Rolly. My feeling about Constance is she's a very independent woman. I mean, she wouldn't have cared for a marriage of convenience. She wouldn't have wanted you to feel trapped. No, if I'd been in her position, I'd have done the same. I mean, here you were, a young man, 12 years younger than her, about to go in the army. And I expect you were appealing then to an older woman. Yes, I can quite see why Constance didn't let you know. A brief love affair with a young man who's about to go in the army. That was the most either of you could get out of it.
But this life I lead...
What about it?
All the things I do. Well, I don't amount to much, do I? Rowena's obviously built me up to be something marvellous and mysterious in her imagination. I mean, a young girl's imagination, a father she'd never seen. But I'm not special, am I? I mean, Oh, come on, Roland, I'm not, am I? What am I? I'm just a load of rubbish. I'm just a middle-aged, broken-down, second-hand furniture dealer. Haven't even got my own home.
Yes, you have. This is your home, and you're very welcome to bring your daughter here. In fact, I insist to bring you...
No. No, I don't know.
You don't know
I don't know about any of it. I don't want her to see me as I am. I don't want her to think I'm just a dirty old man who gets drunk and chases tarty birds. I am, of course, but I don't want her to know that, do I? Not my daughter.
Oh, this will not do. I will not sit here and listen to you running yourself down like this. And may I add, if your daughter's worth anything, she'll see you for what you are.
That's what worries me.
Oh, I mean warm and witty and considerate and kind. And modest. Mind you, I know what you mean about your girlfriends.
Yeah.
Oh, they are a bit... I mean, that Iris, for instance.
Yeah, of course. Let her.
Roland?
Yeah.
It's Iris. Hello, lover.
Hello.
Well, what do you think?
Oh,
My new sugar daddy. You never managed anything like this, Roly, but I don't mind. You're all the lover I ever needed, albeit I've had a week of it. What with Mortimer on one side and Mr. Smith on the other. Now, Roland, there's something I want to tell you.
Oh?
Now, I want you to be very brave. But the thing is, I'm going away.
really?
No, don't. Please. I can see you're hurt. I expected you to be hurt. I'd be hurt if you weren't hurt. But the thing is, well, I've had an offer what I can't refuse. Mortimer Banks.
You're not going to work in a bank.
No. Mortimer Banks.
Hmm?
The Mortimer Banks. Mortimer Banks Holiday Hotels.
No?
Mortimer Banks Laundrettes. Mortimer Banks Bahamas Limited.
Oh, Bahamas. Oh.
Ah, anyway, I met him at this party, and then he took me out to tea, and he gave me this. We hit it off immediately.
Really?
Yeah. Purely business, nothing personal. Anyway, it all depends on me selling my shop. You see, if I sell it, Mortimer's going to let me open a salon in his new hotel in Brighton.
In Brighton?
Yeah. Well, you see, I've got this Mr. Smith coming down from the north to buy it. So I've got to make my business look busy and prosperous, you know.
But what a marvellous opportunity for you, Iris, eh?
Yeah, well, that's what I thought. But you see, the thing is, well, if he doesn't buy it, well, I have to stay here.
Oh. I'll do anything I can to help. When we don't need...
yes, I'll help too.
I knew I could rely on you two.
Sid, got a new career for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hairdresser. Just for half an hour this morning. Your Percy's got you the togs. Come on, Percy.
His or hers?
His or her what?
Oh, yes, just right. I knew you were a 34. I've got a feeling about these things.
What, Phil, what? Get out of it, Percy.
Oh, now, come on, Sid, you've got to do this for me. This is really important. I mean, my whole future's wrapped up in those trousers. I mean, I won't ask you to do anything nasty. Just stand around and look attractive.
Who to?
The customers. I mean, Roland's going to do it and Daphne's coming to do the nails.
Roland Moody Antiques.
In a few nails.
Hello, Monica.
What's his
Yeah,
name?
no.
Nails.
Yeah, well, fine. Yeah, no, well, it hasn't been convenient. You see, shut up. Not you, Monica. No, listen, I'm glad you've rung. Do you fancy a shampoo and set this morning? Yeah. See, Daphne and I are helping Iris out. Yeah, and Sid.
No, under no circumstances, Iris, I won't do it. Not even for you.
At Iris's salon.
Sid, you know my friend Sharon, the one on that calendar?
No, I haven't got time now. I'll explain when I see you.
Oh, is she going to be there and all?
Yeah, well, come on, Monica, what do you say?
Yes, well, I wouldn't mind a change. What's she got in the way of tints?
What's that got to do with it? They're nothing out of the ordinary.
Tints?
Oh, she's got plenty of those. I mean, you can have whatever you fancy.
Promise? All right, really, you can count on me.
There, that's all you needed now. What about this young man? huh? Oh, it's a little stark. You're a little stark, love.
This is about as stark as I'm getting. That's your lot.
Oh, it does look nice. Looks better on you than me.
Now, come on, Percy, where am I to assistance? Oh, yes. Oh, you have done them lovely. Oh, yes, you too will add tone to my little establishment. Well, come on then, Daphne's waiting. Come on.
You're not covering yourselves up. Whatever for, you look lovely.
Come on.
Percy, I've got a very important visitor coming at 1 o'clock. Keep an eye on the shop for me, will you?
Natch.
Oh, Miss Marlborough,
I have an
won't keep you
appointment
waiting
this
long,
afternoon.
dear.
An appointment at 3 o'clock. I do want to look my best.
Right, now this is yours, Roland, and this is yours, Sydney. Must just check through my appointments.
Iris, dear, this
Yes.
appointment of mine this afternoon, it
Very
is
important. Yes, we'll go and sit down over there, dear.
I can't. I can't. Do I have to?
Yes, it's only for 10 minutes. Just here to make the place look thriving.
A thriving what?
Look, Iris has got the chance of a marvellous new life in Brighton if she can sell this place. I wanted to have a marvellous new life, especially in Brighton. So if it suits me, it suits you.
But I don't like being with a lot of women. Just one at a time.
Oh, Sharon Dawn, now lovely you've come.
Sorry we're late. We've just been doing these modelling sessions, but we rushed here as soon as we could.
Yeah, do you know I'm next month's pull-out playmate?
Yeah, she's next month's pull out. She doesn't mind what she shows, but me, I said to the bloke, I said, listen, if you want me
Yes,
to show
well, come
anything,
through,
I'll
dear.
show me legs.
Sit down, there's... Just make yourself at home right now. Sydney! Sid! Take Madam's coats. I shall call you Sydney. It's got more tone.
What? Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. Hello, darlings.
Oh! Right, now both ladies want a scalp massage.
Massage right up my street.
Right, you just give them anything they want.
Right.
You can have anything you like, girls. It's all on the house. You show him if he doesn't know how.
We will, of course.
Both need conditioning.
Right. Who wants seeing to first?
Me. Right. Now squeeze on generously and rub well in.
Right. Do you come here often?
Pay your cards right,
You
darling?
never know your luck.
I might find an ace for you.
Oh, lovely action. Well, don't just stand there. Where's Daphne?
How should I know?
Steady
on, they're very quiet.
Miss Marlborough, you don't mind if one of my new trainees gives you a wash, do you?
Oh, no.
Roland, Miss Marlborough wants a wash.
Oh, her hair.
Of course.
Don't rush it, will you? I want to look my best today. I have an appointment at 3.
Oh, look, while you're here, Dawn, would you like to have a manicure?
Oh, yeah, wouldn't mind.
Is that quite comfortable for you, madam?
Yes, thank you.
Here, have you got that new purple varnish? What's it called, Sharon?
Crushed aubergine.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm sure we have. Now, where's my manicurist? Miss Pegg? Miss Pegg?
I'm just finishing off my paperwork.
What are you doing in here? This is a hairdresser. You said you'd take the day off from the Ministry of Fish.
Ministry of Trade, the bankruptcy division.
Oh, well, whatever it is. Oh, look, you haven't even got your dress on yet. Look, come on, there are people waiting out there to have a manicure. I mean, Daphne, I was relying on you to attach a class to this place. Well, come on then, take your glasses off. Put your dress on. Where's your aubergines?
What aubergine? What have I got to do with an aubergine?
Crushed aubergine, it's the latest colour in nail polish. Oh, Daphne, you've got to be the part. Have you ever been to a hairdresser's? I mean, I've got that Mr. Smith coming any minute. He has got to see me rushed off my feet. He's got to see me really busy. Then he will buy the place. Otherwise, he won't. Right, I'm coming on. Excuse me.
Are you the squashed aubergine?
No, Daphne, Roland invited me here for a tint. You're not giving it to me, are you?
No, I'd like to, but I'm on nails.
It's me wants the aubergine.
Oh, good morning, madam. Roland's washing Miss Marlborough at the moment.
Oh, you have neglected yourself, haven't you?
Never mind. We'll soon put that straight.
Really?
Oh, hello. Monica, how are you?
Anyway, as I was saying, when Henry took me home last night, he sat in a taxi and he held my hand. But I just let it go dead. I mean, if I'd have squeezed it, even a fraction, I would have had re-engaged with him.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, Mrs. Bakewell, isn't it? Tint, wasn't it? Oh, yes, we do need a tint, don't we? It's funny, I never knew you was black. It's a pity I'm leaving, really. I could have done you a lovely ash, taken out all that nasty yellow. Still, never mind. Sydney! Come! Over there, Mrs. Bakewell. Sid!
Got no chance.
I shall finish off Miss Wagstaff's treatment. A gown for Mrs. Bakewell. Yes, we seem to go very nicely here. I've known it be so busy. Everything all right, is it, Miss Pegg?
No problems, Mrs. Holsworthy.
Oh, good. Well, we'll just let that soak in. Right, now, I have been thinking about your hair, Mrs. Bakewell.
I'd like a new me.
Yes, that's what I thought. Now, Sydney, this is how we obtain hair lace. Now, would you please fetch me the tint box? I want bottles number 4, 5, and 8.
Tint box.
Tint box. Yes, Sydney's one of my brightest prospects, you know, Mrs. Bakewell.
You do surprise me.
Anyway, she said you can have it short or long. It depends on how much leg you want to show.
Tee up!
Yes, I want.
One
I
lump
really
or
want
two?
how much leg I show, do I?
A little decorum, please.
My nails. My nails! Look! Look what she's done to my nails! Oh, I'm here to run these nails.
Sydney, are you there?
Look! Look! I don't do any more work like this.
Slight technical itch. Don't worry.
I've got a washing up liquid and a wedding ring one next week. You've ruined my career. My hands can't face the camera looking like this. I shall want compensation for this, Iris.
Oh, shut up, Dawn. Look, here's a box of 20 assorted nails, the latest thing from France.
I'm very sorry,
Oh, shut
Iris.
up. Right, Roland, would you please put Miss Marlborough under the dryer?
But I'm not finished yet.
Look, I have got to have my salon balanced.
Come on, Miss Marlborough.
But I did want to look like
Yes,
this.
well, just
Now,
now,
listen, Iris.
What am I putting your nails on under the dryer?
Well, what am I going to do? My nails are too short now.
Put a sock in it. You can have them long or short, whenever you feel like it.
Yeah, Iris,
Hello.
I can't turn her on.
There's a knob in the end. Do it yourself.
No, I think she's fused. I think you've overloaded your circuit.
Well, it's all in the fuse box. Do it in the fuse box. Oh, I'm very sorry, Iris.
You don't cut 'em, dear. You file 'em. Oh. Mr. Smith, you've come. Did you have a nice journey?
Aye, not bad at all.
Oh, good. Do you fancy coffee or anything like that?
No, you just ignore me. Don't let me interrupt anything. Now, you don't mind if my Miss Tompkins here takes measurements, do you? You see, she's my architect, and it'll be her measurements that will clinch the deal. Now, is that all right with you, Mrs. Holsworthy?
Oh, just help yourself, Miss Tompkins.
Tompkins? You're very busy this morning.
What? Oh, no. We're usually like this. Miss Tompkins all right, is she?
Oh, aye, she can get anywhere.
Oh. Well, if you'll excuse me,
You carry on, I'll just wait outside.
Could I have some cotton wool, please? I don't want my eyebrows tinted.
Of course. Not too tight, madam.
Iris, excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but I've got some men coming to collect George. Have you got a cardboard box?
you can have this one if you like.
Oh, thank you very
Right.
much indeed. Yes, thanks awfully.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Miss Tompkins. Would you care for a... would you...
No, thank you.
I believe we come from the same part of the world.
I'm from Bacup myself.
Oh, I was born in Bolton.
You're far from home.
Oh, no, I've made my home in London now.
Does it suit you then?
Oh, so far. Would you care for a manicure, Mr.
Oh,
Smith?
no, I haven't got time for that sort of thing. Well, I don't know, though. I'm doing now, Tels.
Would you like to sit down and relax,
Aye,
then?
but you wouldn't make a sissy out of me now, would you?
Oh, no, you just leave everything to me, Mr. Smith.
Right, on you.
Oh, yes, I'll perch myself here. Give your hands, then. Oh.
They're on. They're on. It's all working.
Iris, I've just got to pop round the corner. Can I leave this here with you?
What? I'll just put it down there.
If my bell rings, it'll be the men from the zoo. Could you let them have George?
I'm very busy.
Oh, thank you very much. It's most kind of you. Thanks awfully.
Iris, you got any more of this stuff?
Yeah, hang on. Now, how's everything going?
How's it looking?
Very you. A little bit more on the back here, Sydney.
Right.
Yes, right?
Right.
It's dripping down my back slightly.
Oh, right.
Ah, snake! Oh, Sid, come and give us a hand, will you? The whole lot's come off the wall.
I'm not hanging about here. There's a snake running amok.
Oh, must get me papers. Oh.
You just ignore me, Mrs. Holsworthy. I've got my hands full at the moment.
It's you, is it, Mr. Smith? I just adore Smith.
Oh.
My appointment.
This is Miss Tompkins speaking. Follow me!
Sid! Don't leave me.
Right, we can't all stand round like this.
We can go over to that shop over there. That's my friend Roland Moody's. Antiques.
Very well. Stay there till I signal. Right! Forward, everyone! Hurry along there!
Sid. They've gone.
Hey?
Trousers, I've got a split.
Well, don't hang about. You don't want to confuse the traffic.
It's coming under me. It's terrible. I just don't know what to do. Look, my shop. What have they done to my shop? You'll never buy it now. All my plans are in ruin. Kindly. Oh, look at my shop. Oh, get on.
Oh, my goodness me! Oh, please, please! Come back! Oh, my tape measure! Oh, no, wait a minute, please!
Come in here, love. Well, come in here, love. I'll fix you up. Just the thing. Look, they're £7.50 a pair, but you can have them for 7 as it's urgent.
But I can't do anything without my tape measure.
Well, come in and try them. It's all right. I went unisex last year.
down there.
Yeah.
No, Roland. But I have this experience.
Yes, well, there's plenty of time, madam.
Look, have you
Plenty
seen
of time.
Mr. Smith anywhere, please? But my appointment.
Madam, would you wait outside in the courtyard? There's plenty of room out there and you can get comfortable.
What do you think's happened to Mr. Smith? You don't think he's been bitten by that snake, do you? What a terrible thing to do to a potential buyer.
Oh, no, it wouldn't do that. It was a baby python. They don't bite you, they hug you to death.
I dare say Monica Beckford's showing it a few holes.
Here we had this cook who had a boa constrictor fall on him once in Rangoon. He said it squeezed him. It was something you never forget.
Just like Monica Bakewell.
Will you shut up about that Bakewell woman? Look, I've got that Mr. Smith. He comes all the way down from Lancashire. I mean, I feel responsible for him. I mean, all I do is give him a snake bite in the dark. Here. Here, he's pulled out all my electrics. I've lost all my facilities. Where's he going with that? That is not junk for your
Calm down,
junkyard.
calm
I
down.
will
Listen,
not.
I've got somebody
Calm
very
down.
important
I'm
coming.
looking
You'll
for
have to
Mr.
go,
Smith.
you know.
Sit.
You'll all have to go.
Go? We can't go like this. Where's your powder room? Have you got one in his junkyard?
Come on.
We're not going like this.
I
We're
would be
not
fine. I
going
can't have it
out.
bring up my yard, you see. What? Oh, my God, I forgot.
Oh, never mind. I've got different things.
There's no time. She'll be here in a second.
Oh, hurry up. You'll never be ready for Rowena.
Come on, turn round. Loosen your trousers. Come on. I'm very fast with a needle.
Ah.
And you must keep still. I don't want to incapacitate you.
I didn't do you now, did I? No, oh, well, it wasn't my fault. She's got me.
Long daughter will be here in a minute. Oh. Percy! Where's Percy gone with my trousers? I don't want my daughter coming and seeing all this lot. Iris, I can't have your customers doing their hair amongst my antiques.
You don't care about me. You don't care about that. My life is shattered and in ruins. When I think of what I've done for you, all I've given to you. And what do I get? What do I get? All I ask for is a few of your friends, your little friends, to come and help me in my salon. I would have done better if I'd just stuck to my regular client. But what do? You have to come and you have to throw snakes about. You put us in the dark. You have vandalised me. That's what you've done. You vandalised me.
What?
Drink is.
Oh, Monica. Success.
It does do something for me, doesn't it? It gives me a fresh outlook, a new view of the world. Of course, I shall have to change my entire wardrobe to tone in.
Oh, yes, you must. And I must have a great big picture of you outside my salon.
My appointment.
But I haven't got a salon now.
It's been a very lucky day for me.
Yeah, not for me.
Oh, Roly, darling, thank you so much for inviting me. It's opened up new vistas.
I'm very pleased, but can you go now? Can you please all go?
Go, I've only just arrived.
Relax, everybody. The Marines are here.
A very lucky day.
Right. It'll suit me very nicely, Mrs. Holsworthy.
What will?
Your hairdressers. This will be my first venture in London. Mrs. Bakewell here is going to help me with my design.
But you can't do any coiffures in there now.
Cough what?
Hairdos.
No, I'm gutting the place. Stripping it completely. In 6 weeks' time, it'll be the Lancashire Hot Pot, London's newest night spot.
A nightclub.
Aye.
You never told me you wanted it for a nightclub. Do you know what you have done to me? My nerves are now in shatters. My friends have been totally humiliated.
'Twas asking price, wasn't it, love?
Ooh. Well, thank you very much. Well, I'm in business.
Aye, so am I. Wednesday.
I'll have my samples ready for you.
I trust your husband's in Borneo this week, erecting his bridges.
No, Bangkok.
Right, deal's done. Come on, let's celebrate.
Champers!
Come on, you're not having a party in here. Come on, I don't want any drunks lurching about. I've got a very important client.
There, I've tied it up, Roland.
Here, come on.
Here we go.
Roland, you can't allow this in your working hours. You've got your career.
Did I hear Coke's popping in?
You can't have a party at 12:30. Oh, Roland, do something. Don't just stand there waving your hands up and down. Think of the example you set your daughter.
Attention, please, for my very latest creation, straight from the house of Percy. Enter, Miss Tompkins, the world is waiting for you. There you are, created by Percy. You can see why Twig is getting anxious. What's the matter, love?
I feel really naked without my tape measure.
Never mind, we'll get you another one.
Oh, dear.
Oh, look! I told you it was shabby.
Here we are, my lovely. One for you over there.
Oh, vintage. Who brought this then? Who's getting married then?
Me, God help me. Keep it flowing, dear hearts. Anyone got balloons? Now, what are we drinking to? My innocent youth?
You're not drinking to anybody. You're getting out of here. Where's my trousers?
Oh, she's having one of her turns.
Come on, get out of here, will you, please? No, look, will you please all go? Please, I don't really do. Please
It's
go.
my appointment. It's my great aunt from East Grinstead.
Don't let me keep you.
Very well, if you insist. Hold that. Here we go.
You're not doing it quite right, do you mind? I'm a flamenco fanatic. I did it once with Antonio in Barcelona. Olé!
Oh, but I do love a dance.
Not you. Go.
Lovely way to meet your dad. You've made me so happy. Oh, yes, it's just as I hoped it would be. Parties and champagne and dancing.
Well, trade's very quiet these days.
Oh, isn't it fantastic to have a funny dad?
I'm funny.
Oh, come
Finished at last. Ooh.
Odd sort of day.
Ooh. Yes, you don't often get days like that. I'm glad I took the day off work. It really was a day to remember.
Yeah.
Oh, you are lucky, Rolly. To have someone to love.
You know, that never occurred to me.
Never does when it's happening to you. I'd love a daughter. When's Rowena coming to see us?
Well, she thought she might come up to town next month. I said she could stay the night, if that's all right with you.
Oh, Rolly. How do you think it could be otherwise?